Yes. Hello, hello. I'm Noah, and this is Noah's Arts Entertainment. Welcome. My goodness gracious. I'm so blessed to have, well, I'm a baby, I'm taking baby steps there. I've been here for 6 months, and this past full moon was my 6th month. And, hey, I'm doing what I can with what I have and what I know. That's the important thing. Many, are going to, pay for services here or there and everything, get it all done, or maybe just kind of charm, okay, whoever they're around, you know. Everybody loves a computer geek, somebody that knows about social media, somebody that can put you out there. All you got to do is a little licking and a kissing and a lot of charming and everything else. And you got it. You got it done. You get that out of the way. Other ones, you pay for their services. Other ones, they learn about it. As I'm learning, as I go and learn. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Yes, I've been here for 6 months, and there's been a lot of different themes. I ask that you go and, within the channel here and check out some of the videos. There's a theme for every individual, for sure. You know, and some are not going to resonate with it. You say, "What the guys?" But never mind. That's not for you. That's for somebody else. So that's the way of the world. That's the way of the world. That's the way we roll. Okay, we roll. And so, again, like everyone else, who likes this kind of stuff, particularly this particular channel and this particular entertainment, there's a lot to look at. It's a conglomeration. I've said it before in other videos, where I say, it's about music, it's about acting, it's about multimedia works, it's about mysticism, it's about metaphysics, it's about esoteric science. Man, it's about alchemy, and it's not about that I'm trying to find my niche, like they say, niche or niche. Well, yeah, of course, I have a sort of kind of like, I had one article, and might as well tell you about it. It was called, it's named From Speech Impediment to Unlimited Roles. And that's got almost about 1,000 views, and I certainly appreciate that particular mind that appreciates that particular content and that particular article or story. So, thank you again. We will proceed to succeed here tonight. Um, the theme here tonight is reinventing, recreating oneself. Um, some of us, we started from the beginning with what we knew what we wanted, or we started, but somehow along the path or the journey, we left it. And when you leave something that you love, you pretty much betray yourself first, more so than anything. And you surely do. You surely do. So I got to a point after 17 years of playing professionally that I was, and I speak as I, but you see, what I'm trying to say is what I will convey. Um, some of you will be able to relate, identify with, because I'm not the only one that betrayed myself, that left my love, my first love, my profession. Uh, at a very young age, I started at 17. And at 35, I said bye-bye because of what? It was a stupid thing. But, I don't try not to live with remorse and regret and all kinds of stuff because it's not a healthy thing, right? And besides, it's all part of evolution. You learn to never. You don't forget them, no. But you know, I suppose you subdue them or something. Sometimes they do activate because you go through an experience that really kind of was associated with that, or you can identify that particular scene with that particular scene. It's crazy. But anyhow, we don't want to go there. What we want to do is to be able to not live with remorse, rather to get to a point where you say, you know what, I want to reinvent myself. I've been spending 20 years plus in something that is a trait, something that is honorable. It's pays well if you can get the big, not have all the immigrants shipped out like it was done 10 years ago. It was started, and then now it's even worse. That's another story, and that's another. It's that the thing about it is that it's a trait that either you go national and expand national, and or if you keep it local, it's not going to be that much action, and it's not for anyone. And I know the owners of every agency, so trust me. Anyhow, the whole thing is, unless you go national, that's a different story. But either way, recreate yourself to think about, wow, was all this worth it? Because you get to a point where perhaps you feel like you've gone full circle. That's another thing. It's an awakening. It could be a rude awakening because it's like, wow, I can't believe I spent 20 some odd years doing something away from music and my, you know. But other people got away from whatever they used to love to do. And the idea, like they say, is to make money, and it's not just go nuts on the internet, hook up with some, I don't know, some hyped up. Oh, you can make $100 million a week, man. I'm telling you, trust me, this is not a scam. All those guys, where do they get those guys? Want to be interrupted. At least put somebody there that's not going to offend you or annoy you or aggravate you. Hey, but anyhow, we move on and we say that the recreating is going to take focus. Focus, it's going to take you away from, not take you away, but it's going to be some of that hours of time and within your life, your weekly life, you'll have to devote certain hours. You begin like that, devote certain hours to what you want to do again. If it's painting, then you're gonna go buy a easel and you're going to start painting and this and that and the other. Whatever it may be. But you're gonna start. And you're going to feel that, and even if you decide to just do it as a hobby, so be it. But, I think part of recreating and reinventing yourself is to be able to benefit, even monetarily from it, but then again, some doesn't matter. They're already set for life. I don't know. They had a good job, a good profession. They make money here, they make money there. I don't know. They got it all. They don't give a shit about money. They care about the love of the art. So they're not gonna make a business of it. They're just gonna do it because they love to do it, and it's a hobby. And I don't know. The money's donated, all that kind of good stuff, right, to charities and things. All right. So yeah. So you have to start spending some concentration, discipline yourself, certain gaps of time that you do nothing. Maybe I'm guilty of watching the news and I get upset afterwards, because so much stuff happening. But either way, there's stuff you can avoid, and then you start working on that, and that's pretty much recreating yourself, and if it's something that has to do with the physical, you got fat, and you never were fat before, you were, toned and human. I say human looking because I remember my mother, God rest her soul, would say, I look like an animal. because she had gained weight, and she was a beautiful, beautiful woman, and perfect body, everything, beautiful eyes. But we go through changes, and sometimes we're just not happy with who we are, and that's another point right here, very important. You have to become happy with who you are. The confidence level, uh, all that you used to have before that. What do they call that? Swagger. All that stuff has to come back, and well, maybe not the red aura. Trust me, because that was they. Well, I don't look. I don't want to get into that. But the thing is, you have to start getting the discipline, the concentration, the motion going as far as being able to start plant that, not just plant that seed. You already plant that seed in your mind. You need to start, you need to go for the harvest. I mean, so therefore you need to start growing and recreating that whole thing you used to do before. Again, in my case of music, I never was a singer before, never have been professional singer. I've been developing my singing voice the last few years, and there's been some interruptions for sure. It's been a very long Germany. Yeah, I rejected going to Germany and Brazil because no, I got married and I betrayed myself. But I was asked, "No, what are you doing for the next 6 months?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" It's like, we're going on tour. We're going to Germany. We're going to Brazil. We're going to this and that. And I said no because I just got married, and that was so bad because marriage only lasted about 3 years, and this has already lasted about 20 some odd years without music in my life. All right, because I run a service. I run a service, and I have to be responsible, and I keep. I've been responsible. No one can say they have not. You know, and so yeah, that's a lot of devotion, time, effort, concentration, and this is where I'm talking about. You start recreate. I spend some time now. I spend time doing this, but rehearsing, rehearsals, and rehearsals, and now we'll start getting coached, and then I'm prepared for the studio for I do a video audio performance. Pick particular songs that I do best, and just do it. Call me a stylist. I give it. I still am doing out there, and I'll probably more likely than will sing and play the trombone, and you know, it's going to be spliced. Where you see me singing and you see me playing the trombone with a lot of passion, force, and so yeah, the singing. Hopefully, yeah, by then I'll be really good and be all worth it. uh, So yeah, things like that. That's recreating, reinventing. The same thing for a painter, for any kind of artist. Come on, craftsman. You go back to working with wood. I have a good friend that works with. He never left it though. You see, that's the thing. No, he left something else. Then he got into this, and he stuck to this for I don't know, 30, 40 years. That's a long time. He's a great craftsman. He loves to work with wood. So, yeah. Anyhow, so that's the thing. Some people left it. Some people left other things behind that were just negative and counterproductive. And then they decided, you know what? No, no. You know, fuck am I doing here? I need to spend time doing something that's beneficial for my soul, right? The spirit. The soul is what we are. This is just I don't know, man. It's a vehicle. It's a face, a nose, everything, skin, and whatever. But the soul is the one in the spirit speaking to you now. uh, ego aime anastasis. Ego aime anastasis. Ego aime anastasis. I am the resurrection, said the Lord. So, yeah, we recreate, reinvent, and we go back to really being who we are. It's, again, some other ones are, feel like going full circle. And what happens? You know, you you start loving again. That part of love is not just all about relationships here. Come on, please. That's most of the time hey, it's heartbreaking when like for me, I had a fantastic band, and but it didn't last. It was hard to keep it together. I felt like a father to a bunch of kids. Well, they were all men, but what I'm saying to you is that they were all very talented. The thing is that off stage, a lot of river barking among each other. There was, I don't know, racism stuff happening. Some things that I never thought about because I had, I don't know, about 8 nationalities within the band. That's what composed the band. And everybody was proud to be in the band, and you could see it in the performance. So anyhow, that kind of thing is a super high there where you feel like, wow, you are in your plateau, your plateau, your platform where you should be, and where you feel like really good about yourself and everything else. And that's really, I think, that's what we want to get around to doing sooner or later. In this case, for me, it's been later. And some other ones, hey, they decided not yet. They haven't decided yet to go back to that that first love. Um, so so yeah, people have retired. They reach the age of 65, 66 to retire, and that's a time for them to reinvent and recreate themselves. So it's nothing. It's this. This is a very important. So this bullshit, and I said bullshit because I heard it said, "Oh no, it's because you're jealous because you're not doing what others are doing, or they consider you a has-been." No, they don't know the reason you got out of it. Yeah, sure, it was a fucking mistake and not a wise decision. But the first time that I had my first band, I turned down I was working for the Federal Reserve Bank, and I turned out they wanted to educate me. They wanted for me to go up high. And the love for music, I was very stupid. I was just, go head on. It's like, no, I will build a following. I will build an empire here. And I had the right chemistry, but it just, anyhow, this is not about me. I'm getting off there. The thing is about what I'm saying. Some of you already know that you missed something in your life, not necessarily talking about the opposite sex, men, woman, or whatever. That's not really what I'm talking about tonight. This is about trades, professions, I don't know, hobbies, anything that you used to do before they give you a lot of pleasure, a lot of content and satisfaction. Because why? Because you're using your imagination, you're using your creativity. And that's what I mean about. Sorry, I had to. But that's what I miss about sex. The creativity, the adrenaline, the rush, the hours spent on that stuff, and the creative is because you have great imagination, you're creative, you got plenty of energy, you do this and that. It's a form of an art. You're supposed to treat sex like an art. I mean, doesn't everyone? I don't know. Because that other thing about boom, 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 thank you, this and that, it's not good for any woman to experience. I don't give a shit how bad you are. You deserve better. And so, yeah, so I think I'm going to wrap it up here tonight. And it's been a pleasure coming back in front of you, and and I appreciate the subscribers. I like for you to share this. I like for you to like, okay? I like for you to subscribe, because this is the way we're going to continue to grow and spread the good word and this, that, and the other. Again, once I record video, audio, the video will be here on YouTube. So not a problem, not a problem at all. The problem is just arriving at that time, at that moment, to be able to produce such a thing. All right, so there's other things, monologues. There's a lot of different stuff, variety show. But we'll talk about some other theme. I wish you well. I hope that if you do have been thinking about considering that you do it, just do it, because don't let Jesus, don't betray yourself. Don't let others rule your life. No, that's not good for you. Blah blah blah. You have to start doing it again. So you're gonna have to at least have that balance. Like I say, you don't have to make a living off it. You just have to be content. All right, happy. Have some joy. Have some fun. I've always had fun with music. It was like really crazy. It's like magic. But now it's about singing. That's a challenge for me, and it's been developing. And I'm thinking of. But my goal was to acquire my own style, my own voice. And I think that's what I've done thus far. I was talking to a mentor, a director of mine, way when I was a kid. And he says, yeah, you got a thing going. Because when I asked him, well, what do you, it's like good, bad, whatever. He just says, no, you got a thing going. I didn't say a good thing going. But he did say you got a thing going. Style is what pretty much ultimately ends up selling. Everyone that's distinguished and unique and genuine and authentic sounding or looking is going to get there. And it's all about the politics. But we'll see. And I rely on the gods. Okay. And don't get me started with that. But nice talking to you tonight. I wish you well, and may your goals, if you meet your goals, if you want to do this, recreate, reinvent oneself. All right? Nobody's going to do it for you. You're going to do it out of the love, the passion you have for it. Okay? Very good. Thank you so much. And hasta la vista, my friends. I don't know. We'll see you again sometime in the future. Huh?